the 2021 Dodge Durango SRT Hellcat. Huge thanks to Dodge for providing me here with the Hellcat Durango to review for you guys today. So all 2021 Durangos have been restyled, and they really nicely sharpened them up all in the front. I mean, they all have these new LED headlamps, which have these new DRLs that look really cool. And then of course here on the Hellcat version, you get a more aggressive front bumper down there. So they deleted the fog lamps you usually get on other Durangos, and that was to allow for better cooling. So you have the one on the driver's side here, which actually does suck in some air, and on the passenger side there, it actually helps with cooling of the vehicle. I also really love this hood, which has these functional air extractors, which help vent heat. And then you have in the middle there a functional cold air scoop, and so that will help feed some air to that supercharger. Coming out of the sides, you have these massive 15.75-inch rotors on these 6-piston Brembo calipers. I mean, they're massive. They're also slotted here, so you know, you have some ventilation there, and you're on these 20-inch wheels with 295 wide tires all around, and those I think look pretty good, but there are some other wheel options you can get for these as well if you'd like. We have a nice large Hellcat badge here on the fender, which is kind of raised up a little bit more than they were in the past and looks great. And then otherwise, going out towards the back of the vehicle there, one of the big changes is you have a new roof spoiler there here on the Hellcats, and so it has little gurney flaps to help with additional downforce that it can generate now with that new spoiler. I also love just, you know, the rear diffuser and everything is a little bit more aggressive here on the Hellcat version. It's not a wild departure from a regular SRT Durango, but I think it's a really nice improvement. You have the larger exhaust tips there that look good, and just all the same great goodness you get from other Durangos in the past with those racetrack tail lamps, which I think are really cool how they wrap all the way around the back end there. And I think it's just very attractive out back as well. But overall, yeah, I just think it looks very cool. It is a little bit of a sleeper though. It's not quite as in your face as like the wide body Chargers and Challengers. You know, this is still a narrow body kind of look and stuff here for the Durango, but I think it still looks fantastic. But it's just so crazy. This is a 3-row crossover with 710 horsepower. And looking at it, you know, it looks fast, but it doesn't look like, you know, because no one offers 700 horsepower in a 3-row crossover like this. So it's really kind of a sleeper in a way, but it looks very menacing still at the same time. The interior of the 2021 Durango Hellcat is very cool and nicely jazzed up a little bit beyond a regular Durango. So first, I mean, they made a massive change to this interior with this whole dashboard area being completely restyled, and it really, I think, adds a lot of visual width to this dashboard. Makes it feel a little less square than it did in the past, and some really nice improvements we'll get to. But first, sitting down in these seats. Seats are mostly the same as other SRT Durangos in the past, but they have really large bolsters, but they're nice and wide out so that they accommodate all body types very well. But great seats. This one is wrapped with Alcantara in the middle and then leather on the sides. So anyway, in the Durango Hellcat here, we run the same glorious 6.2 liter supercharged HEMI V-8 engine. It does 710 horsepower in this application, 645 pound-feet of torque. 0 to 60 is 3.5 seconds. It'll do an 11.5 second quarter-mile time, and it has a top speed of 180 as well, and it is impressive. And that was just in sport mode. You can go into a dedicated full launch mode and you know, have an even more impressive launch and actually get that 3.5 second time. But wow, even just in sport mode, stopping it from a stop sign, I mean, it is crazy how strong this thing is. And it very much reminds me of the Jeep Trackhawk. You know, that was also very extreme. Now that's a little bit of a smaller vehicle since it's just a 2-row versus this being a 3-row, but
And the Durango Hellcat was also impressive around Carolina Motorsports Park. Because of all the filming I needed to do, unfortunately I only had time for 3 laps in the Durango Hellcat, so I wasn't able to do any kind of in-depth track analysis like I would have liked to. But the standout thing for me was that I again had to remind myself of what I was driving, because I was going around corners with so much poise and stability that I didn't even feel like it was the 5,700 pound SUV that it is. By the way, that curb weight does make it about 332 pounds heavier than the regular SRT model, mostly thanks to the supercharger and its related hardware. Also, despite the worse aerodynamics compared with the Charger and Challenger, the Durango still kept pulling hard even at higher speeds, and the brakes were confidence-inspiring too, even when slowing down from triple digits. And so I doubt anyone that buys one of these will ever flog it on a track, but if you find yourself on one ever, just know that it's more than up to the task of handling it, and it does it quite effortlessly actually.